Hi guys, it's SkintBoot here, and today what I'm going to be bringing you guys is a No Man's Sky video. And in today's video, what I'm going to be talking about is the recent Say Hello movement, something which I have touched on in recent times, and I want to explain why some people are actually against it, and ultimately if this was a good move on behalf of the community. So as I said, I made a recent video discussing what this whole Say Hello movement thing is about, but to give you a basic understanding of the current drama and situation, I'll fill you in briefly. Now, the hashtag Say Hello movement was started by an individual on YouTube called Just Jared. He is a fella who makes content, he is on Twitter a lot, he's an active figure in the No Man's Sky community, and he did this as an attempt to bring the No Man's Sky community together in this period of silence. The movement's ultimate goal was to get Hello Games to talk, but obviously we don't know if this is going to happen just yet, since it's only been a few days. But this wasn't the only goal, because as well as this, it was also a way of the community to show their appreciation to Hello Games for the work they've put into No Man's Sky in the past year, and to let them know that we're here to support them if they do choose to communicate. It sounds good, doesn't it? You know, something to bring the community together, a bit of hope for us. Well, yeah, in its purest form, it's an excellent idea, but the purpose has recently been distorted and has caused a bit of friction as a result. So we're going to get into why this is, so please do sit back and relax. Let's get started. So this whole issue comes as a result of some encounters on Twitter in recent times with some fairly passive-aggressive or just outright aggressive individuals getting annoyed at content creators like myself and Cobra for making videos on this hashtag Say Hello topic. I won't say who it is, but trust, it isn't that hard to find. Now, I'm not saying that these people are wrong or they aren't allowed their own opinion, but a lot of what they're saying isn't correct or slightly misinformed, or just highly exaggerated. And the arguments against Say Hello are as followed. It's not going to do anything. We're used to it, so why try? And my personal favourite, it's harassment. Yeah, heavy shit, I know. So let's break them down and look into whether or not these are actually valid claims. Number one, it won't do anything. This is something I've seen a ton posted on Twitter, and I can definitely see why some people do think this. This is mainly due to the fact that the nature of it is almost like a petition, or at least some people are kind of interpreting it to be some kind of effort in order to evoke change, like a petition or a protest or some kind of march. In reality, this is not the purpose of the Say Hello movement. The purpose was to quite simply bring the community together in the hopes of getting some kind of response, but I can understand why people don't think this will do anything. But it still stands. It's worth the try. Even if we don't get the result which we wanted, we have still brought each other together a load more, especially in a time where Waking Titan isn't around and updates aren't dropping. The community is going to suffer as a result of this. The secondary outcome, which is just a more strong community, is never going to be a bad thing, and even if Hello Games don't respond, we've still grown tighter as a community and learn to actually appreciate what we currently have. You don't have to get involved, but you never know. You might as well try it, but just say it in the right way. Number two, we're used to it, so why try? This is one of the most frustrating arguments I've probably seen that's related to this Say Hello campaign, because it is basically accepting the treatment which we are currently given from Hello Games. Now, I'm not trying to sound ungrateful in any way whatsoever, but to be honest, as I always say, if this was any other community with any other game where we have been in this kind of state of not knowing for so long, people would be angry and they wouldn't accept it. They would actively do something to try and improve it. Just accepting the fact that we're never going to know, or that we're never going to be in the loop, is not a healthy thing. We would like to have a different kind of PR perspective which was closer to pre-release, you know, Sean Murray coming out and talking about stuff. And also, this has never actually been done before. We've never tried to get Hello Games to change their way of communicating to us, so we don't actually know the outcome. It is something which could work in our favor, but then again, it it might not work in our favor. The point is though, linking back to what I just said, we might as well try. The ultimate goal is to get Hello Games for the future to be able to communicate with us to help with the longevity of No Man's Sky and to ultimately attract more people if they know a good developer is behind the game. And finally, it's harassment. Now, this is something which is a bit of a mixed argument because part of it is true and part of it isn't true. Quite simply, putting say hello on Twitter and atting at Hello Games saying, I love the game, can you talk to us, is not harassment in any way whatsoever. It is quite simply letting the developers know that we like their work, or it's a similar thing with sending screenshots to them. People wouldn't consider that harassment, so why saying I like No Man's Sky is suddenly considered harassment? It's ridiculous. However, some people have taken it into their own hands to fill their bug report servers with say hello hashtags and things like that, and I wouldn't say that's harassment, but it's definitely spam, and I would not go down that route. However, sticking to Twitter and keeping a positive attitude is not harassment in any way whatsoever. Maybe calling them offensive names or chatting shit about them, but just being generally friendly is something which I'm sure they'll be quite happy to see. But ultimately, at the end of the day, this say hello movement has been taken the wrong way by some people. They think that this is some kind of petition to evoke change. They think it's some kind of excuse to start hating on Hello Games. It is not. It's quite simply a way to bring the community together and to almost say thank you to Hello Games for what they've given us, but to also try and get, as I said, that response. It's not us being impatient. It's not us being childish. We simply want a basic requirement from a game development studio. So that is basically all I have to say on the matter. That was one of the most unscripted videos I've ever done in my life, probably because I don't have enough time to make a script, but hopefully you enjoyed a bit more of a natural perspective. I'm still doing exams, so again, uploads are going to be a bit off, but I would love to bring you some more videos shortly. They just won't be as consistent. But yeah, thank you very much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. If you did enjoy it, then please do feel free to leave a like on it, and if you guys could also subscribe to MZK, then that'd be absolutely fantastic. And as always, I will see you guys on my next video. This is SkintBoot, signing out.